Welcome everyone to coverage of the third annual Pittsburgh area Vets for Vets tournament, sponsored by Dynamic Discs. My name is Andy Flemm, and I am here with Lori Merriman.
Hey everyone, I'm excited to be here.
We are here at Schenley Park Disc Golf Course in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was a one-round tournament that helped raise money for Fortis Future, which is a community-based comprehensive restoration health program specializing in the treatment of veterans, military service members, and first responders. All players on the card will be playing from the blue tees. And I hit the first available tree on my first shot. This is Lenny Mancinelli throwing. We're starting here on hole 4. Up next is Cody Eckler.
All right.
Me in the background.
Cody with a great shot.
Good shot.
Here's Lori. Lori, what are you throwing here?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Like a TL maybe.
Looked like a red one.
Yeah, probably a TL.
Okay. I'm going to throw just a putter up shot here. Good enough for me. Cody had a great drive. He's putting for birdie. Knocks it in. Lori, you also had a great drive. Great birdie. Did you yell putting league?
I did.
Very nice.
First putt of the day, deserved that.
Yeah, definitely. And no pressure here. All right, close enough.
Easy.
Thank you.
Hole 5, our second hole of the day. This is one of the longer holes on the course. And Cody laces one right down the middle with a flare skip. It does go downhill right to left once you get down past the pine trees on the left-hand side. And Lori, your drive should be in a really good spot. And I'm going to try not to hit the first available tree like I did on the first hole.
There's no trees to hit.
Oh, there are. There's a bunch on the left. But I'm okay with that. Lenny's drive. Cody's got a couple of trees in his way.
Really pierced that line.
Yeah. And I've got a couple trees in the way. And I'm throwing a flex forehand shot with a Zen.
A little bit closer.
Lenny, I believe, stayed in bounds.
Awesome shot.
Laura, you had the best drive out of all of us.
Yeah, too bad I followed it up with that little. Just using all the space.
Yeah, sure. Cody putting for 3. Little low. I'm also putting for 3 from I don't know, 25 feet downhill and missed. It's easy for putts to roll away here, so I'm okay with how that landed.
Why I laid up there.
Yeah,
Tap out for the 4.
and Lenny, I believe that was for 3. Take my 4 and move on.
I know, I hate laying up on film, but I'm like, I'd say.
Okay, on to hole 6. Typically a pretty straight shot, but there's a lot of trees in the way. And he's gonna go right up the middle. It's a fine shot. Cody got a little over on it, but it's pretty clear from that side. The road right in front of us does not play out of bounds. It's easy to hit that pole and a couple of the trees and roll back to the road. That's a nice shot right up the middle, a little bit of an unfortunate kick. And here comes a car. I don't care, I'm gonna throw anyway. And right on 7's tee pad. So I've got the first upshot. And I'm putting from there. Cody's upshot's right under the basket.
Little fluffy.
Lenny playing from behind the dog. All right, I've got, what, 12, 15 feet here.
Good putt. Thanks.
I believe the card takes a star par here.
Good for us. Hole 7. Hole 7's blue tee and white tee play from the same position. There is no separate blue tee here. So we're throwing straight up the hill, and then it kind of goes left to right. Cody's shot is in the right direction.
I believe he had CTP for this hole.
Cody did?
I think.
Okay. That looked really good.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take the forehand route right into that tree. Oh, no, I missed it. Okay. Close. So I'm maybe 20 feet out with a tree right in front of the basket. So I've got to maneuver my way around that. And
Roll. Roll.
see you later.
Always roll on 7. Always roll.
Always rolling.
All right, I'm still out. Come back up the hill. Hit the sign and
Stop.
roll some more.
It's your turn again.
Thanks, Lori. Wasn't sure.
Just keeping it light out there.
Yeah, I needed that. And let's just lay up.
Good putt.
Nice putt.
Good putt.
Cody also with a nice putt for 2. This is Lenny's 3rd shot. So, all right. Oh yeah, I still have to drop in for my 5, don't I? Yeah.
Right.
Big smile on my face. I'm just happy to be here.
Hole 8, straight downhill with Amanda on the left and right.
That's pretty.
That was a great shot.
I don't know what this guy's doing.
The danger here is going long. The road behind the basket is out of bounds.
Yeah.
Down there on the green.
Very nice. Lenny's gonna take the forehand route.
Go in.
This looked pretty good,
Yeah, good
Foot or
shot.
2 a little high.
a little bit. And what am I throwing? I'm throwing a putter. Happy to make the Mando. Not happy to hit that tree. The road between myself and the basket is not out of bounds. Only the parking lot's out of bounds. So I'm down there. Lori, this is your birdie putt.
Hmm.
Nice putt.
Very nice. Running a putting league has its advantages. Cody with his birdie putt.
Tumbleweed in.
No chains needed. All right, I'm putting for par. This is Lenny's birdie putt, I believe. I believe he stayed in bounds.
Yes.
Okay. Cans it. And I ruined the star frame. Hole 9, this is uphill about 230, I would say.
Very
Morning.
tight line.
Oh, good line. A lot of trees on 9. It's really hard to get up there.
Keep going.
And here's Fought.
Come up and down.
Lenny looks like he's gonna take this wide route.
Good drive. Good job.
All right. I finally didn't hit a tree. Cody gave it a good run there. It's uphill. There's no OB behind it. It's pretty safe to run your upshot on this hole. Yours also look pretty close, Laurie. And I tried to roll another one away there, but it sat.
A little high.
Saves the par. Par for me. Par for Cody. Par for Lori.
Mm, 10 short downhill, about what, 175 feet?
Yeah, something like that.
Just
There's a
showed
lot
up.
of lot of trees on the right to get hung up in.
I don't go for it.
And if you go too long, they tend to roll down the hill into 13's fairway. And the right side trees catch Lenny's disc. And I'm gonna throw a flex forehand. I'm sorry, Lenny's second shot.
Worse when you're playing like your best golf.
That's a nice line, Lori.
Running it.
Run everything at Schenley. And I forget how far out I was here. Maybe 35, 40 feet. And yes, finally on the birdie train with you guys.
Hmm. Tricky short hole. That green plays.
It can be, yeah, definitely. And
11
Oh.
out of bounds, all on the left.
yeah, the whole left is out of bounds. 11's tricky. It's the blue tee isn't just behind the white tee like a lot of them are. It's pushed way over to the left side. Most players will take this backhand route that we've taken, but there's a forehand route if you want to hang one over the road and have it crash back into the woods.
I'll take that road.
Okay.
Not with the forehand though.
No, you're doing it backhand. I don't know if I've seen this before, but you get way down there. Yeah, Lenny gets through the trees really nicely there. And I've got a putt, but I've got a bunch of trees in the way. So I'm just gonna lay up.
Look at my disc Scarlet.
Scarlet was helpful.
It's such a enjoyable time having Scarlet out there with us.
Yeah, definitely. And I believe we all par this one. Wait, I spoiled it. Okay. Now I think we can safely say that we all parred this one. On to hole 12, there's a forehand and a backhand shot here. The forehand line is what I'm gonna throw. I'm just gonna try to throw it straight down the road. And I kind of crash, and I think I caught some of those high branches, so I didn't get the distance I wanted. Lenny's gonna go backhand here. And on this one, the blue tee's kind of shifted back into the right of the white tee that we're used to playing.
I usually try to.
All right.
And it's slow-mo.
Oh, I got a slow-mo. Yes,
Nice.
that's exciting.
There's pin high. Circle 2 here.
Lenny just a little short, but it sits for him. Cody puts in his par. Lenny with a par. Starting to see a lot more people out. This is the wooded part of Schenley does get pretty crowded. The holes are pretty close together. Thirteen's tough. There's a lot of stuff right off of the tee. And there's not much of a straight gap to the fairway. You've got to kind of contend with a lot of trees, and I typically throw a flex forehand shot. Laura, you found a gap. That's a nice shot. This is another one where if you leave it too far left, it can trickle down the hill and give you a difficult next shot. I was feeling good after 10 and 11, or 10 and 12 rather, so I thought I'd give that a run. Safe up shot. All right. I need putting league.
Friday nights.
I know, I missed this week.
Nice putt, Lane.
Great putt from Lenny.
Mm-hmm.
Lenny was one of our few vets playing in the event.
Fourteen's another downhill with really narrow tunnel straight down, and then the basket's just on the left of that gap that you see.
The parking lot plays
And-
out of bounds again.
Yeah, parking lot does play out of bounds. I threw that a little high, I threw the right line, but just put it a little bit too high. Cody caught one of the trees on the right. Lenny laces the gap. That was a great line.
Yeah, good up.
A little bit of a scramble there, but he got up there.
And just gonna put it right under the basket. Yeah, left or right. You can get yourself into some tricky situations with these trees.
Yeah, I'll say.
Lenny's got a look here. Leaves it just a little short. That putt can be a little intimidating. It's easy to go along there, and it's easy to let the out of bounds get in your head. So there's not much grass between the basket and the parking lot. $15, I believe. I believe this is the longest throw we have to make all day.
Throwing over the parking lot, which is out of bounds.
All the parking lots out of bounds. The stairs are out of bounds. There's a
Mando.
Mando tree. So you've got to throw, I don't know, I'd say 250 to clear the parking lot. And hit the narrow gap between the Mando tree and the woods over there. Most of us are just playing to get to the white tee, which you see right there next to the bench. And Lenny gets, I believe, the longest shot out of all of us. We're all kind of pinned over here on the left.
Middle.
Right in the middle fairway.
And I'm in a bit of a predicament here. So I'm going to try to throw a flex forehand. There's still a good bit of distance up this hill. The pin it's in, I believe, C pin right now. It's the furthest one back. And I'm okay with the result of that.
Oh, that's way high.
A little offline, but
And the roll. And Lenny had the longest drive, but he's probably got the toughest look of all of us. He's just gonna pitch out. And that tree's gonna put him in some trouble.
Far I want that.
Oh, that worked. That worked. Good job.
Trusty wombat. Greatest utility disc to have.
Yeah. You're throwing some great anti-flex lines on the course today.
I feel like Schenley demands that sometimes.
Yeah. It's maybe something I need to work on.
Can you edit that out?
Nope. And yeah, it's real trouble over here. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to hit.
I usually get the picture taken and it's never.
I've got a long look for a 3. And I'm gonna sail it right over the basket. Now, Laura, you're parked for where the basket is about 80% of the year.
Of course.
And
That's not fair.
15 is just angry at Lenny today.
There you go.
There you go. So this is my putt for 4. I look a bit obstructed.
Great putt. Skip this, cut this hole out. No one will notice. No one's gonna be like, well, what happened to hole 15?
Except for the 8 people.
Yeah, I think we all had good drives, but we just turned it upside down.
Almost in.
16, Andy
Oh,
had an ace.
Lawson, I
board.
was hoping you got that. I feel like I was pretty close to a skip ace on that one.
Whoa.
It's like a mile past.
Cody takes. There's a couple of different routes you can go. I throw right over the white and red tee pads on a hyzer, but there is a bit of a alternate shot where Cody threw. Lori, I think you got down there pretty close as well.
I think I went a little past, but
Did you? And Lenny
Lenny-
wants to go back to 15's fairway.
Yeah, what I was thinking.
Oh, you did go a bit long.
Yeah.
Okay. Up shot right under the basket. Cody also went a little bit long. And
Cody
there you go, another birdie.
running away with the birds.
Lenny for his 3.
Yeah.
Gets it.
We remembered how to disc golf again.
Somebody yelled for. And I'll take my birdie. And
Oh, we switched camera angles.
that okay. 17's and 7 and 17 don't have the dedicated blue tee.
Oh,
We're
look at
thrown
that
from the
nice
white tees
roll.
here. Oh, okay.
Ah,
It's a great drive.
catching a late tree.
Mm, Another great drive, gets through everything and a little roll. So I've got a couple of things in my way here. I'm gonna swing around that and right into the basket. Great upshot. Here's Cody for birdie.
Oh,
Oh,
I still can't believe that
I-
spit out.
can't believe that didn't stay in.
Oh, how
That's
did
not
that not
fair.
stay in?
That's not fair.
Hole is undoable.
Today it was.
I like those putts. Okay, 18's, you can't see it. It's tucked away over on the left. It's probably 240, 250. So you throw into the fairway with a big hyzer.
Good shot. Go in.
Wrong basket, Lenny.
Another tricky green where if you end up too far left, you're down over the hill and could potentially be on that building. or out
Yeah,
of
on
bounds.
top of that building is out of bounds. Down in that pit is not fun. It's not an easy shot out of there. That's a great birdie for you, Lori. And my putt for par is terrible.
That does not count.
Let the record show.
Hole one, this is another really long one. The white tee is the one you see up there in the center of the screen. We're throwing from about, I don't know, 250, 275 back from that. And the danger here is if you throw a backhand and something hyzers out, you go down to that bowl and it's a tough second shot back up to the fairway. So I'm gonna get way over on it and crush it 100 feet left of, or right of
All right, that's not a spot.
the tee, but I've got a pretty straight shot to the basket there.
There was a slight headwind out there.
There was some really strange wind.
Yeah.
I saw it on your shots and I think I overcorrected.
The upshot just did not continue to turn and
Yeah.
tightened out a little too much.
And these trees do come into play, but Lenny gets through everything nicely.
Cody with a beautiful
Cody's,
shot.
yeah, his second shot's right on line. And I'm way up here by the parking circle. Almost out of bounds, but I stayed in. And my drive felt really good, or my second shot felt really good, but got it a little nose up and didn't quite get the distance. And you're up there in the circle. Lenny's in a circle. Cody's putting for birdie. And he's going to have a drop in par. This is my birdie shot. And that was terrible. Lenny's in for 4. This, I believe, is a par 4 from the blue tees. Normally, everything at Schenley is par 3. But 1 and 15, I believe, are both par 4s from the blue tees. Hole 2. This is another pretty long one, but it's downhill and then back uphill. Cody's right in the center of the fairway. This one has tricky wind at times too, and in a headwind, it's real easy to put one down there on the road. Or you're right in the center of the fairway. And yeah, this looked like it was in danger of going down to the road, but it does finally hook up and stays in.
Bye. In a car, in a car, in a car, in a car. Oh.
Lenny saved by the tree. So Lenny's throwing from 3's white tee.
On the green.
And I'm down here near the white tee also. And I was pretty happy with that.
Short and left of the basket.
Yeah, I liked your line. It just went left just a little too soon. Lenny laying up. That's Cody for birdie, I believe. This is Lori for birdie. And this is my putt for birdie. And final hole. This is another tricky one. It's
Oh, get closer.
the basket is behind all those trees that you see there. These light poles definitely both come into play. I don't have the arm to get all the way to the green, so
Oh no.
You're inbound.
I mean, yeah.
I typically just flick up there to get into the middle of the fairway and play for an easy 3.
Going for the big turnover and no.
And caught by the tree.
That's,
That's
what
a
I
shot,
wanted
yeah.
to do.
Nice.
That's a
shot.
really good shot from there. And this is our final hole of the day. It finally warmed up. I'd like to have kept going.
There's a disc on the road or close to the road.
And I'm just going to throw something low and hopefully get near the basket.
But like, there's so many other rules out there that Where I thought that was it. Weird starting on 4.
Yeah.
I take my par. And here's your advanced women's champion of the day, Lori Merriman.
Cody tapping out.
Cody tapping out. I believe Cody took 3rd place on the day, if I'm not
Or
mistaken.
second, maybe.
There was a tie for first with
Oh,
Mark and
okay.
Mark. I believe
Oh.
Cody, they were both 7 under.
Right.
Yeah, Cody took down solo 3rd place. So thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you to David Morris, who was the tournament director for the day. Like we said earlier, the tournament was a fundraiser for Fortis Future.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.